So you want to fit some new sporty rubber to your bike, but you're not quite sure which product is right by you. Now, we all think we're a little bit of a Marc Marquez and we need the grippiest, stickiest product on the market. But truth be told, if most of your riding is done on the road or on occasional track days, that's probably not the case. We work quite closely with Michelin, and the pinnacle of their range is the Power Slick 2. Now, I know firsthand that this is a fantastic tyre. If chasing lap times and scratching your elbow on the floor is your thing, then this is going to be your point of access to all those kind of antics. It's got performance written all over it. You can see that by the lacquer tread, the utilization of a special carcass that's really quite stiff, and the compound used on this as well. The downside though is that it's not road legal, and also it's not very good when it gets wet. Me. On our recent Naked Sports Bike of the Year test, we actually used 2 different products from the Michelin range. Both of them very sporty in their nature, but wholly different in their makeup. On the road, we used their Power 6, which, as you can see, this is a road-focused tyre. Laden with tread, around 14% of the face is given away to dispersing of water, but it's also littered with performance-enhancing characteristics, which means it can blur the lines between being a fast road tyre and a track incline product too. While you've got a hard centre compound designed to give the tyre longevity, you've also got a softer shoulder section that is all about the grip, all about that edge performance, which is exactly what you're needing when you're pushing a bike to the limits on a track or when you're pulling the pin on the roads. Now, we could have used this tyre on the track. We could have used it on the track without tyre warmers even. One of the best selling points of this tyre is how quick it warms up and is ready for action. We found that actually on the road shoot with these bikes, 1 or 2 passes and they were good to go, scratching knees and all the rest of it. But when it came to upping the game and pushing our Super Nakeds around Cadwell Park, we needed something with another edge in terms of performance. Bring in the Cup 2. So this is that next level product from Michelin. Again, straight away you can see the lacquer tread around the shoulders. I think 6% of the tyre features tread. That's it. It's as scant as you can get away with for a road legal product. And being honest, yes, we have used these on the roads, and when the weather conditions are fantastic, when it's nice and dry and warm, typically summer, job's a good one. You'll love this product, but it is designed to give you an edge when you're asking for more, when you're leaning a bike further, when you're accelerating harder out of a bend, when you're on a racetrack, essentially. That's when this product really comes to the fore, and that's worth remembering. Whereas the Power 6 is about 90% bias for the roads, 10% for the track, the Cup 2 is 90% track, 10% road. So with that, you have to be mindful of the fact that this tyre takes a little bit more time to warm up, to get up to temperature. And also it means you've got to keep it in that zone if you want to extract the best from these performance inclined compounds. You get what you ask from this tyre. Treat it right and it will give you a whole different level, a whole other world of grip and performance to what you can expect from the Power 6. Because not only are the compounds different, but the carcass structure is too. And so too are the pressures that we run on these tyres. Now, I don't want to go and lead you down the wrong path by quoting our pressures that we used on the day, but if you went to a Michelin specialist and asked them for their advice of what you should be running the Cup 2 on versus a Power 6, you'd come to understand that this tyre here leans so much more heavily on a stiffer carcass than the Power 6. That's one of the major differentials between the products. And it also means that because of the nature of the stiffness of this carcass, with the lower pressures, you get more feel, you also get more tractability, more squish when this tyre grabs into the grooves of the track. Another big thing to note is that the Cup 2 is designed to maintain its composure that bit more when it is at temperature. So with the Power 6, if we'd have used that on the racetrack, which we have done before, what you tend to find with a more road inclined product is that you can start to overheat them, and that encourages more slides, and potentially you're going to be losing out on a bit of grip. Whereas with a product like the Cup 2, it's designed to take that degree of abuse, those extreme temperatures, keep its composure and keep delivering consistently lap after lap after lap after lap. That's why this product was so good around Cadwell Park. We love it. It's a cracking tyre and a tyre that more people should be using. You get the point. Ultimately, it's on you to decide what kind of rider you are. If you're that person that's going to be spending most of your time on a racetrack, go for the Cup 2. If you're the person that's going to be spending most of their time out on the roads having an absolute blast, then potentially you want this here. You want the Power 6. They're great products. We've enjoyed using them in Naked Sports Bike of the Year. We can't wait to use them again in a different test in 2026. But for now, if you want any more information about these products, or indeed the Power 6 2s, then head to Michelin's website, where there's loads more information on fitments, on pricing, and where you can go and buy a set. Power 6.